Everybody, welcome back to the last video here on Financial Friends. I know it feels really weird to say that. The channel has over 1,000 something subscribers now. We've been growing at a pretty steady clip for the last little while, but the time has come for me to make a change, both personally and with Financial Friends. So, for those of you who don't know, Financial Friends is a community for people who love business, finance, and investing, but it didn't quite start that way, and that's part of the reason why some changes are being made and why I'm kind of going off on my own. So before I dive too far into the video, if you're not really interested in the how, the why, and the what's going to be happening, all of the links below in the description is going to be where I am now live, posting, talking, discussing. There should be a public link, a YouTube link, and a few other ones, so go ahead and check out those links down below. The finance content that I create here on Financial Friends and on other platforms isn't necessarily going to stop, but it is going to come a little bit more limited, a little bit less frequent, and it's also going to be branded as me. So go ahead and check that out. But let's dive into, I have a sheet of paper here kind of discussing some of the things I wanted to say. So let's go ahead and get into that. Financial Friends was and is and still is and will ever be my baby. It was kind of the thing that I created during the pandemic. It was something that gave me passion and direction and allowed me to really explore my creative abilities. It allowed me to explore building community. It allowed me to explore myself and the way that I like to learn, consume, and create. But it started as the name here behind me entails, it started as something that was supposed to be for everybody. Financial Friends. Started as just a podcast where I discussed with another friend, aka a financial friend, their particular take or idea or concept around finance and investing and money. And it expanded from something like that to an Instagram page where I would announce these types of things, and then a Twitter account where I was announcing these things, and then every other social platform you can think of, Instagram, TikTok, I had a Facebook, Twitter, I'm also on Public, which I still am there as myself, but long story short, I expanded to all of these social medias, and I expanded very, very fast. Too fast, some might say, but I was able to manage it. I was able to incorporate it into my life. It was one of the 3 essential pillars of my life for a really long time. That was something I had kind of explored, privately, but it was one of the things that I really, really valued. And I put a lot of time and a lot of effort into building what you can now see here, which this was a previous take, this YouTube channel. So, I think I posted little over 100 something videos, have 1.12 thousand subscribers, and put a lot of time and effort into creating content for you here on YouTube. And again, as mentioned, this isn't necessarily stopping, it's just moving to another location and priorities being shifted a little bit. So go ahead, check out the links down below. But what I did was kind of grow out of the brand. Even if it was this sort of self-created fallacy as to what Financial Friends is and was supposed to be, at the end of the day, I branded it as a community for everything business, finance, and investing related. And while that definitely made sense, for me personally, it wasn't enough. It wasn't coherent of a vision enough for me to be excited to create behind it each and every single day. And a lot of these videos did really, really well. But a lot of them also were never going to be able to do well because of the content mix that I had here on the channel. You can just take a look at the kind of flow of the videos. Each week on Tuesday, I posted a video that had to do with dividends. This video here did really, really well. 573 views, and a lot of people really enjoyed the content here where I discussed 3M. But you could take a look just a couple of weeks earlier, this video had 162 views, and then you go a couple more weeks down and you might find one that had 103 views. And so it was really hit or miss, not that those numbers are too different, but you can get the picture. And then I would post on Thursday a video that had to do with general financial concepts. So that was this here, 3 simple tips that will make you a better investor. That video was relatively kind of entangled with the first video, which was something about how to invest around dividends, but then the next one was just a broad investing or business related type of video. And then the following video would be completely about news. And like this one here, Disney to create Prime-like membership, and McDonald's is fighting against $22 wages, and it was a news video. And those types of things didn't really seem to correlate under one big brand, which was Financial Friends. And again, remember, when I first created this, the basis of Financial Friends was something where I shared finance with friends, and that was really the whole concept. So it seemed as if I had kind of gotten away from things. And then I tried to post on TikTok and Instagram every single day. And that got pretty exhausting, especially when I was posting images on Instagram, which never did well because Instagram's algorithm was completely against images and trying to copy TikTok. And so the only things that were really working on there were basically TikToks that I created and then just posted on Instagram Reels. And that's really not very satisfying. There was also really no community building over on Instagram. I would get some feedback and some things like that every once in a while, but not quite the same amount of interaction I would get on Public or Twitter or here on YouTube. And so what I decided to do was really take a look at my overcommitment and my struggles with the brand image and figure out how I can continue to enjoy creating finance-based content or business investing related content in my own new way that alleviated, I should say, some of the pressure and the stress that went along with trying to form an image. And what I decided to do is allow the image to just be me. My personal passion for some of these types of things, and I think I described it best in a short tweet I wrote, my very first tweet, which was, well, I guess it's up here. It says, "After much deliberation, I am back to the basics, sharing the content and information I'm passionate about as myself. On Twitter, you'll be able to find content about and not limited to stock market news, my personal investments, company information, personal finance tips, and lots of things about coffee, probably at some point. But you can also see my reply here from my Financial Friends account, which was, the journey isn't over, it's just changing. Financial Friends was my baby and still is, but it's time to back my content with me. All of the content you're familiar with just being posted on my new account. Thank you for all of your support, friends." And that stands true for the most part on YouTube and on Public and other platforms moving forward. So officially, I am done with Financial Friends. I will no longer be creating content as Financial Friends. This will be, at least for the foreseeable future, the last video on the Financial Friends YouTube channel. And what will be happening is videos will be posted here on the Brendan Chima account. That's me, Brendan Chima. Business, stock news, investing, and finance-related content all posted here on this channel. For the time being, it's just going to be weekly updates of what's happened in the week in finance, aka This Week in Finance. That will still be here each and every week, and that's really the only type of video I have planned for now. I might open it up to post kind of during the week. Those videos will go out on Sunday, but I have some other plans maybe for posting some content midweek, maybe posting some content, about my personal investing things. The opportunities now feel endless because I'm not tied down to any type of brand. Obviously, again, Twitter is really going to be where the bulk of everything is kind of happening, particularly because I really enjoy Twitter, and it is a perfect way for me to get across some of the things I want to discuss, some of the things I want to look at and analyze and talk about, and then Public as well. So Public is one of my biggest platforms. It actually is my biggest platform. And I talk about financial literacy, finance, business, stock news, investing, all of the types of things I talk about everywhere else are going to be discussed there as well. So go ahead and check all of those links out down below in the description. And then if you're interested, I also take whatever I talk about this week in finance. I do a little bit of a write-up, and I will post that to This Week in Finance, which is a newsletter that you can subscribe to, again, via the link down below or in my Twitter bio. Both ways are free to subscribe. So that's really everything I have for you. Go ahead and check out all those platforms. If you wish to continue to support me, hit the follow button, hit the like button on this video and other future videos as well. If you have any recommendations as to things you think I should maybe change or do or look at continuing to do under my new alias, definitely go ahead and comment that down below. And I will see you when I see you. Take care.